That's not that bad.
No, it's just bulky.
Blow the place up. Let's see if the bolt holes line up. That'd be fantastic.
They do not.
This little motor is actually a lot bigger than this.
Is that the welding?
And this plate is gonna sit on top.
Violence.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
In the last episode, my buddy Charles brought me his 1961 lawnboy tiller, along with the insane idea of using a 3-horsepower Chinese diesel engine to power it instead of the old worn-out Briggs & Stratton 4-stroke. Well, we only have an hour each morning to get things done, and this engine isn't a direct fit to the old lawnboy by any means. So we started fabrication, and now it's time for final assembly. Let's see if we can get what could be the world's greatest lawnboy tiller up and digging in time for spring.
Installing the new power plant.
I mean, it's sturdy enough. Whole thing.
Yep.
I wouldn't have thought it could take 450. It's a very stiff trigger.
Yes, it is. I was trying to get a feel for that. Beautiful. Yeah, this holds very nicely.
It's all that MiG 175 that I fixed. Go to the MiG 175 I Fixed It episode. Watch that video. Well, you did that too fast. Take it off of there.
Oh.
Yeah, strong man. All right, lift it again.
You're not even gonna cut it, so it looks like we didn't do it too fast.
No, I'm just gonna make you lift it back and forth. Okay, now take it off there. Don't put it on yet. Nope, take it off of there. Okay, but for real though, take it off because I need to actually video the plate for the people.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
You're killing me.
of course I am.
Ugh.
No, not like that. Put it on the ground.
Ugh.
There it is, all bolted up. Nice and welded, adapted. There we go. Bolt on. No damage to the lawnboy yet. And we're gonna try and keep it that way.
I don't think we're gonna need to do any. Oh, Sugar Shack. We forgot to drill the holes in the... Before we paint it, we need to drill a hole in the middle for the throttle.
All right, big man, go ahead and lift that motor back on. So I think we have found our position here. And this is how it looks. It's fairly close to the frame, but it does clear everywhere. And you can still get at the pull start. It sits pretty decently.
It's a little tight in the frame, but it works.
It's pretty much gonna sit where it's gonna sit. So here we are. The engine is roughly bolted up. It's not fully bolted yet, but it's tight corner to corner, and it's all set up on the adapter plate here. Looks really good. And as a little bit of icing on the cake, the original belt, the original V-belt that was on the original Briggs & Stratton actually fits on this puppy, and we believe that we'll be able to achieve some level of tension with it. The idler bearing and tensioner comes down there like that. This piece is obviously still not connected, and we're gonna need to modify or, make that the proper length to make it all work. But we're getting there. This should be more than enough with its ability to press tension on that belt and make it all till.
You get a shot of the size of that belt?
Sure.
So I'll always have a reference for replacement. That would be 4L-370.
Venturing into the outdoors with the lawnboy diesel arrangement. I've got actually better lighting here. You can see the base plate adapter that was made. Charles is messing with the exhaust right now because he wants it to be baffleless.
It's actually weighted really nice.
Yeah?
It's not too rear heavy because it's actually pretty balanced. Like it's
Let me see.
comfy.
That's good. Oh, that's a great balance.
So when we were like,
and you can lift and dig it in if you
when
need
we were
to.
mocking it up, it was a little rear heavy. It's on the cusp, but it's good.
I don't even think it's on the cusp. I think when the front, with all the torque, when it digs in, that's going to turn into like almost like a forward momentum. Like you might need that help to like keep it out of the ground. If there were too much more weight forward on it, it would like dig.
Well, it's got a thing for the back that like it's like a hook to keep it from going too deep where it's supposed to or something.
Sure. Well, hey, I don't know. You're the man that tills.
I don't
So
know. I've never used the thing piece. But
we'll fire it off. I mean, this pulley
hopefully it
isn't
doesn't go
tight, so
flying.
hopefully that doesn't go flying. But
Sounds about the same. It's a little loud.
shut it down. Charles, shut it down. I want to be sure that pulley doesn't fly off. I just was watching the pulley. I just wanted to be sure it didn't. Yeah, we could lose that.
Okay.
It was moving enough on there because we don't have set screws in on the pulley.
Yeah, not all the engine bolts are down. I don't know what was vibrating.
Well, I don't know either, but let me just pull
I
this.
thought it was the pull. Oh,
Okay.
it might have been this wheel.
It's definitely that. All right, so now the pulley's off of there. You can run it again. I just didn't want that little sucker flying off and hitting us in the face. I mean, and yeah, this bolt isn't, like, this is completely loose, but the engine itself is actually pretty securely locked. So don't worry about those. If they fall out, they fall out. We'll find it.
I see what's rattling. It's this. I think. I saw this moving quite a lot.
It's a freaking diesel engine on a lawnboy, man. The whole thing's gonna rattle. Nice.
Now, the hamster on the platform, it runs the tiller.
It's true. It looks good. It's obviously a different color gold than the old lawnboy gold, but I don't mind it. Yeah. It looks really nice. got to come over towards me.
No.
Yeah. You're missing completely. There you go.
That hole is the suggestion.
It looks really good on there.
It looks big.
I mean, it is big, but it looks good. The red has a real, you know...
Honda-esque feel.
Yeah. Took the words right out of my mouth.
Well, the nice thing about doing this after working long shifts is I have an excuse for being an idiot.
Washer on it. Yep.
That seems right.
I think you got it.
Way to find
I
out.
mean, that seems pretty decent overall. Last day of the tiller, hopefully the last day of the tiller. We have a throttle cable. This puppy needs to go on, and the original throttle cable is too short. So, got to install this and get it all connected up. And then an exhaust of some sort. Charles really wants a stack, so we got to see what I have laying around the shop for exhaust tubing, see if we can get it a stack. And then it's tilling time. Good old fashioned get down and dirty and into the weeds. So I'm gonna have Charles open this, and we're gonna connect it up. But yeah, hey, while he's doing that, check out the lawnboy. Don't poke yourself in the eye. Is it captured?
Somehow.
Oh, it's captured. Unthread it probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So we're gonna use this original thumb lever and everything because this thumb lever is nice. It's beautiful. It's original to the beast here. And do you know where my flush cuts are, Charles? Don't kill yourself. Towards him like a man. Whoa, hey. Grumpy Santa Claus here. Oof, that came so close to danger. Foiled.
Wondering why it didn't spring open and attack me.
Magic. All right, let's figure out which end is going where. I like this end to thread into there. This is the barrel end though, right? This is their original barrel. I like that for the stop for down there. This is gonna thread up into that.
Is it threading in?
I can't tell.
Or was it just kind of pushed?
No, it's threading. I just don't know how many it goes to. Like, I don't know if there's that many threads. Cause see, I'm pulling down on it right now.
Then it's good.
And it doesn't want to come out of there. Yeah, I'm able to pull on it. It's not coming out. So I think that's pretty good. Come on, man. But I will probably put that in the final edit if I have your permission. Now, how you feeling? You're like, I don't know what to say.
I feel fluffy.
Fluffy and pretty. All right, that's interesting. The throttle stop won't sink into that because it's threaded, but it will sit against it. If we're lucky, we might be able to get a thread on that. That's an M6. This looks like it potentially could get threaded for it. But I would think some sort of a retaining cable clamp would be the way to go.
Or you could take a little hacksaw, make a little groove, and do like a circlip kind of.
Could
is
do
that
it.
The right word?
Yeah,
Circlip?
could definitely do a circlip after we get it through there.
Because this is like, it's just like.
Well, then the question is, do we want to drill a new hole in this plate altogether for this, like somewhere in the middle, where it'll still have a good pull, and then be able to use the throttle stop right next to it? Because you'd still be able to use their throttle stop. Because the other option too, just to add options to things, is that we extend this out further to like here, and then we use this.
I'm sorry, extend what out further?
We extend this out further. This plate here, if we extend that out further with a little hole in it, which wouldn't take long to do. Well, no matter what, we got to take this off.
Yep.
Okay, so made a little extension piece here, and actually had a little extension piece laying around. A couple of tack welds on it there with the spot weld machine. So it's all welded up and nice and set up. Put the spring back on the underside, and now the throttle activates and returns smoothly. So that's a big win. We're able to just work with this piece, extend it out. There was already a hole. I didn't drill that hole. It's a little too big for the throttle cable, but it was already there. So I just lined it up with where it needs to be lined up and called it at that. So it's in decent alignment for this. We already tested the throttle cable on there, but the throttle cable is still too long. So we're gonna trim the throttle cable down and then install everything up for keeps. So here's the run. We've got the cable in place there, and then we've got it down and around under the motor there, follows up the handle, goes through its original cable clip, and then all the way up. And there's a good bit extra here. It would need to stop in this little barrel right there, and it goes all the way up to here. So we're gonna trim this back a little bit, but we'll probably not go so much that we don't have a little extra slack. So we'll put a little extra slack into it just so we're on the safe side. And then we'll install it up for keeps. Cool. Getting the throttle stop set correctly.
Maybe.
Well, giving it a guesstimate. You're a good bit off of full throttle. So as long as you're happy with that.
I don't know. We're going to find out in a second.
Okay.
Let's go try it.
Cable sits well there. It's always going to move around a little bit. It's a beautiful day.
It's a gorgeous day.
One of Charles's last days of night shift, and just in time for tilling season. This man has been plowing every single night of the week, and now he needs to just do nothing but till every weekend from here on out. Go from plow to till, then you plant the seed, and then you go back to plowing more, and then you go back to tilling.
Watch the seed grow.
Watch the seed grow. The last thing we got to do to this is fashion up a nice exhaust for Charles. Right now the exhaust is just going to puff and billow right back at him. He wants a stack, so we're going to do a stack. We'll probably do that tomorrow, but this is the end of what we've done today. Throttle cable.
This makes it functional.
Throttle cable down and through, stop and return, motors mounted, pulleys on there. Hey, what could go wrong? Spin her up.
See? Pulley's too tight.
Too tight?
Yeah, see, it's not engaged. That's engaged.
Okay. Okay, shut her down. We've got to readjust the pulley. I don't know if you saw there, but the blade was spinning constantly, which means it's too tight, so we got to make it so it's not engaged. Here the blade is fully engaged, and then he'll disengage it. Disengaged it, and then it stalls out. So there you go. We got the right adjustment on the belt now. And now Charles needs to fill in the hole he dug. So we are now into exhaust arrangement on Charles's Chinese diesel-powered, American-made lawnboy from 1961 or something like that.
6061.
6061, whatever it takes. Charles wanted a stack on this puppy just to tie it in a bow, polish it off with perfection, and give it the hardcore attitude that it needs to have. Because this thing is hardcore.
So we have a stack.
Hardcore. So we have a stack. Hardcore. And we're gonna put it on here. And there's a little figuring to do, I think. I don't know. Maybe.
There's some configuration.
There's some configuration to be done. What a child. What a child. No, no, that makes it so much worse.
Went from happy to sad.
Oh, God. Ah, you try to do something nice for somebody. You just put a diesel engine on their tiller and you just try and make a little video out of it. The whole... All kidding aside, this is what we got. This measures 3 inches across to the outside and kind of like 3 to the inside, 2.9 on the inside. It's like right there. It's pretty close. But the stack that we've got, this right here, that to me looks about like it's got a 1/4 inch there. So I think we're talking 3 to 2 1/4, and then we should have it. And then it's just a matter of like angle and all that. What looks good? Shove a rag in it. There we go.
It's done.
Dude, it's fantastic looking.
It's awesome. And I think that's pretty much the angle we want, just like straight off the side.
So I don't have any 3-inch to 2 1/4 adapters in the shop right now. So I don't do exhaust work unless it's purpose, and then I order what I need for that purpose.
You just have exhaust piping laying around for tiller projects.
Yeah, I have exhaust piping laying around for tiller projects because it's from some previous project that I did. Ford Bronco. But now we're in other things. So gonna get some adapters, and after we get said adapters, gonna get to permanent tiller piping placement, then go on with life, and it's gonna be done. So this is exciting. It's super exciting.
That's cherry on top.
Just the weather is turning over, the ground is softening, and this is gonna tear it up. Okay, so here's what we've got. Charles picked up the adapter. It fits perfectly. I mean, perfectly to a T on this thing. So this guy slides over this guy. This guy here, I can't even. Oh, it's a snug fit. That guy slides perfectly over the outside of this. So we don't even have to weld this. We can just shimmy it down into place, make sure it stays there, and if it rattles around too much, then we'll have to do something about it. But if it doesn't rattle around too much, the only thing we got to do is throw a tack on this to this, get rid of this sticker, and paint it all up. Here's the baffles, and they screw onto a threaded stud down the middle, and then it used to wear this cap, and the exhaust used to exit out the slot in that cap. And now it is this. Big boy. Big, beefy, big boy. I love it. Let's drag the welder out and pop some tacks on it. One more. Although those two would probably hold it,
Well,
yeah.
we're doing 3.
It's not going anywhere with 2, but one more and we're perfect. Well, you're already perfect, Charles. And then to paint it. I almost don't want to paint it, you know, but
I know, but it's just gonna rust.
it'll rust.
Unless we oil it.
Then it'll smoke, wouldn't you think? Or
It'll smoke until it burns on.
here it is. In all of its glory, stack painted and installed. Beautiful day today for messing around with the tiller. Last day of Charles's night shift. He's done with night shift now. Doesn't have to do that stuff anymore. He can just till the whole weekend through. It's Forza Friday. We're gonna have some lunch and just admire the tiller.
We have one more thing to do.
What? So the very last thing of all of this is Charles is insistent on putting a Be Your Cool sticker on the lawnboy. And you know what? I'm humbled by it, and I think it's really fun.
Because we made no modifications to the entire original lawnboy, other than putting a sticker on it.
There you go. So it's gonna get dressed up in style with a Be Your Cool sticker. And hey, shameless promotion, you can grab yourself a Be Your Cool sticker or a sticker pack or a hat or a Be Your Cool t-shirt off of the website, which is beyourcool.com. And it really helps me out, helps out everything to do with this shop and the humbleness of my operation. So appreciate you guys for doing that.
All right, I definitely peeled this myself. All right. This is about the center. That'll be on there for another 60 years.
So if we're gonna make a list for this and analyze cost, we'll start with free Chinese diesel engine, cost absolutely nothing. $100 tiller, cost $100. We'll just say that. Who knows how much it actually costs, but there you go. Pulley wheel, $16. Woodruff key, $7. Pull cable for the throttle, I don't know, I think that was $10, somewhere around there. An exhaust adapter, $5.99, $6, whatever. What am I missing? Miscellaneous hardware, let's say $15, between fasteners and nuts and bolts and whatever I've missed in there. Plate steel, $20 for the flat piece. Box steel was previously purchased. Let's just call it another $20 for that. And the fun of hanging out in the garage with Charles every single morning while he was on night shift. We'll call that priceless. Yeah, so we're clean on the labor element side of things. I really think that's everything that it took to make this lawnboy tiller a piece of action. Overall, that is the full breakdown. And I mean, hell, it's time to till. We got beautiful weather, so let's get to tilling. Stop sitting on our asses here and we should go till. Charles's Mercedes-Benz.
It's for sale.
It's for sale. Charles's miscellaneous lawn equipment. It's not for sale. Somebody,
That'll be in another video.
some complete deadbeat ditched this trailer on his property. Hasn't picked it up for years. It was me. I did that. That's my trailer. And I was supposed to fix it up and I never did because I'm a piece of shit friend. But I did build him a tiller, a diesel tiller, so I'm not that of a friend after all. Now you know the whole story.
Dude, the grass is coming to life. It's looking good.
Your yard always looks good. Look at this beautiful yard. Look at that. It's a man's dream right there. Look at this man work. Working man. It's definitely heavier. Yeah, I would think. Here we go. This is what needs tilling. This is the land that needs tilling.
This is what did not get done with a shovel.
And this little tiller fits right through the doorway, through the gateway. Beautiful little picket gate. I'll go this side, so I'll be on the opposite side of the exhaust. All right, here we go. He's gonna fire it off.
Like revving it up and shot smoke ring?
No. Dude, it shoots smoke rings. That's unreal. Out of diesel.
It looks like the filter.
Oh, the filter's empty. Got it.
It's not empty yet. It's like getting lower, but it's starting to bog down.
Oh, no. Yeah, lick it. We'll make it better. Yeah.
I'm gonna get crucified in the comments for that one.
Yeah, leave a comment if you approve of.
Charles is wiping on the pants after.
Yeah.
No, we're not out of fuel.
Was it
That or
slip?
it might be.
Was it
The
slipping?
pickups in the back. No, the pickups in the back.
It looks
So
low.
It's,
Yeah, it's angled forward. So yeah,
Let's try the juice.
you run down and out. Dude, the blowing smoke rings is an unexpected, amazing.
I know.
We built the diesel tiller, Charles.
We did. Don't film this part.
Oh, we're filming this part. What are you doing? Were you running waste oil in this thing? What?
Apparently they love it.
We're gonna find out.
And next week's episode, how to rebuild.
How to rebuild a bridge in Stratton and then put it back on the original? Yeah. This earth looks beautiful though.
Dude, we have really good dirt.
You got good dirt. I mean, this is Illinois. This is Illinois. Oh, look at that worm. Oh, bro. Hey, bro. Good morning,
I
worm.
told Lauren I wanted to get some mushroom compost to put in.
That worm is like, I need to call the authorities. It got way too loud over here. I was sleeping, and then the neighbors fired up something, and it got too loud, and I don't like it. Get off my land. Is that worm's thinking. Poor little dude. Let's cover him over. Get him out of the sun.
Ow. Exhaust is hot.
Yeah, that's one of those offshoots to that. It looks nice though.
Dude, it looks nice. It sounds great. It's like a nice low drone too, so it's not like a gas engine that's like screaming, you know?
Yeah.
It's a lot easier than doing it with a shovel. It works great.
Dude, Charles, it's excellent. It's excellent.
And we're definitely running on
We're definitely running on waste oil.
Goodness.
Definitely just run on waste oil at this point.
Might time lapse up the second half for you guys. It's not going to be a time lapse for me. And I'll actually tomorrow come back and I'll run it the other way just to totally mix up all the dirt.
Looks good, man.
Awesome. Thanks for all your help.
Yeah.
Could not have done it without you.
This was a fun project.
It was.
It was good seeing my buddy Charles every morning while he worked night shift. And now we'll go back to being complete strangers except for on the weekends. But
I stop by once in a while. Oh, hey, check this out.
I just saw that too. I just saw that too.
Welding this exhaust.
We might
up in
be
the next
hitting.
video.
We might be hitting the exhaust with a little tackle weld, or maybe just might just be. I don't know. We're gonna figure something out about that. But yeah, that screw just backed itself free.
One of the best tools I own, man.
Maybe a little red Loctite, high temp.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
Put some red Loctite on there and see if it won't stay together.
Did we lose? Do we have the third one in back still?
I don't know. You know, I didn't go ultra tight with them. The third one in back is decent. Wait, you did those. Charles.
The royal we.
I'm like, hang on a second. I don't remember doing that. I drilled them and I put them in with but then we took it off, painted it, and then I said, all right, you got to install it.
One of the many nicknames for Brandon is the human torque wrench.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see if it holds together any better now. But I would say this is mission successful.
Definitely.
The earth is tilled. The little bugs and grubs and worms are coming to the surface, and Charles.
Hot peppers growing here in no time.
Charles can get to planting his hot peppers. All right, man.
Well done.
Hell yeah. That worked.
I was.
So wait, is this the next victim?